watch and burn.
Hey everyone, so tonight I want to talk about the Offspring's fourth record, and that is Ixnay on the Hombre. This was their first record after signing with a major label, the label in question being Sony Columbia. And somehow they wrangled Jello Biafra onto this record, and that's a pretty big score on their part, because Jello and major labels, that's like, those two things, they just don't go together. You know, like there's no chance in hell that Jello would ever find himself taking part on anything that had anything to do with Sony. And yet, here he was, reading the disclaimer about if you find things on this record offensive, just don't listen to it, stop taking yourself so seriously, yada, yada, yada. He opens the record. He opens their major label debut. And that's pretty good. I think that's a major coup for the guys in the Offspring. You know, it's kind of like the Riot Fest finally managing to reunite the Misfits. It's a big deal. You know, it's a fucking huge deal. And this record, again, although it's not quite as flawless as Ignition and Smash, because there are a couple misfires on here, especially Me and My Old Lady. Like, every time that song opens up with that, "She ain't no ball and chain," I just want to blow my fucking brains out. I hate that song with, like, a passion. It's awful sounding, and the Offspring from this point forward would seem to tag on a couple terrible songs for each record. And I'm sure that wasn't the intention. I'm sure they believe in the songs, but Me and My Old Lady is... oh, that song is terrible. I hate that song so much. But other than that, Cool to Hate is on here, Amazed is on here, Change the World is on here, All I Want, The Meaning of Life, Moda, Gone Away, which was a massive hit for them. This record would continue to produce like the radio singles, the well-charting and album-selling radio singles for The Offspring, because The Offspring's songwriting power would just continue to grow, and they would hone their skills, and they would become even better writers and arrangers with each release. And this record is certainly no exception, other than for that, like, Me and My Old Lady. I hate that song. I can't, once I get that, like, "She ain't no ball and chain" stuck in my head, it just... oh, fuck, I just want to scream. I hate that song so much. Don't Pick It Up is on here, which is, at this point, their second and I think their final ska song that they would ever release. I think, at least. Don't quote me on that. It's definitely the second and only ska song they released up until this point. I love Don't Pick It Up. Way Down the Line is on here. I don't know if I said that a minute ago. This record, it just continues the trend that started with Ignition, and it was growing through Smash, and it's still evident and on full display here. And the next record, it would continue even more so with their biggest album pretty much ever, and that would be Americana. So I think I'll leave it there. I'm tempting to keep these things a little on the short side because I have a tendency to ramble. And I'm not going to let that happen because this is pushing 3.5 minutes, which is perfect. So thank you so much for hanging out with me while I discuss the Offspring's fourth album, and that is Ixnay on the Hombre, the record that they managed to get Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedys to open up for their major label debut. I just did not see that one coming. If you like this review, or if you didn't like this review, who cares? Still do something nice for somebody. Don't forget that you guys are amazing, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.